Week 3 of making spectacular cakes from a box. Today we're going to make a cake that I just call fruit cocktail because I put different kinds of fruit in it. And it's similar to what you would think of as a pineapple upside down cake. And so we're going to start with the yellow cake mix. We need 3 farm fresh eggs, 1/2 cup of oil, and 1 cup of water. The fruit that I'm going to use today is I have a cup of crushed pineapple, 1 pear that I got from my pear tree, Palisade peaches that I got from my daughter. She had canned them, 1/2 cup brown sugar, and I'm using dark brown sugar, but you can use light brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter. Now, as you can see, I already have that in my pan. My oven is set at 350 degrees, and I am going to put that in the oven so it can melt. To start mixing up the cake, we're going to put in our oil, 1/2 cup. Now remember, you can use whatever kind of vegetable oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil, anything you want. 3 farm fresh eggs. And with this cake, we only need 1 cup of water. And I'm just going to turn that on low and start to mix it. After I've incorporated everything, then I'm going to add the cake mix in the box from the box, and I'm just going to put a little bit at a time as we mix. I've stopped it because I need to pull all the cake mix that's on the sides down. And remember, when you're making a box cake, never over whip it. Never over beat it. I pulled the cake pan out of the oven, and there is a little bit of butter still melting, but as I mix the brown sugar in with it, it will just finish melting. Now remember, you can either use light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. Those are just personal preferences. It's totally up to you. So I'm just going to break that up, and I'm going to start mixing it around. Now this isn't going to dissolve it by any means. I just want to have it incorporated well. Now even though the fruit is drained, there's always some juices in there. Okay, and I want it to be fairly even. I'm going to put the pineapple in first. Now, unlike a pineapple upside down cake where you would lay the rings orderly, this we're just mixing. Because I want that to get incorporated with the brown sugar too. Let's put the pears in. Now I put lots of different kinds of fruits. There's the peaches. I'm going to mix that all together. And you could put apples, you could put cherries, grapes, anything that you would think of as a fruit cocktail. Okay, now see how that's just wonderfully incorporated. I'm just doing the last of my stirring, and it's really dissolved most of the brown sugar into just a wonderful aroma of fruits and sugars. Now we're going to pour the cake batter on top. Now what I like to do is just make a stream first and just spread that out some. Then I know where I have to add more. Now do not worry if some of the juices and fruits come up on the sides. Now I like to take a spoon and just pull batter over to the side. And I'm just kind of sealing the edges with it. The cake is ready to go into the oven. Remember, because you heated the butter up in this pan is still very warm. And make sure you use gloves when you put it in. The oven is at 350 degrees, and we're going to bake it for 30 minutes, and we'll check for doneness. It's been 30 minutes. Toothpick test comes out perfect. So we're going to let that cool because I don't want to take a piece out and flip it over until it is cooled. I wonder if you can see. See how the cake is just formed completely? It smells wonderful. I've let the cake cool, so let's cut a piece for Joe. The nice thing about this kind of cake, you don't have to do a frosting at all. And when you take it out, you want to flip it over. Yummy, gooey, ready to eat. One other side note, because it has fruit, I would always keep this cake in the refrigerator unless it's going to be eaten right away. Next week's cake is going to be from a Devil's Food cake mix, and we're going to make what I call a grasshopper cake.